No yeet.
Hey, what's up, wrestling friends? Welcome to the Mr. Goodbread Wrestling Channel, also known as Figure 4 TV. Now, we got a lot to unpack today, guys. Looks like main event Jey Uso is not main event material after all, guys. So we're going to unpack that. We're going to see why I say that. And I'm just here to give you guys the spill, to enlighten you guys so that you don't go being boo-boo the fool for WWE. You know what I mean? Because, WWE have a funny way of playing with your intelligence, and what you seeing is what you seeing. And I've been telling you this for the longest over here on my channel. I love Yeet, guys, and I like Yeet, and I rooted for Yeet, but I knew that Yeet in the hands of WWE and they didn't create it is not good. We done seen this time after time again, guys, right? Yeet has been destroyed. Yeet has been destroyed. Yeet is no more. And I hate to say it, but you guys see it, guys. When Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, that was one of the biggest momentum boosts for his career that he needed. He needed all the losses that he suffered up until that point kind of went bye-bye because the man won a 29 man, including a 30 man, including himself, over the top rope Royal Rumble, star-studded Royal Rumble, and Jey Uso won that. But then when you put Jey Uso in a storyline with A-Town down, that right there is showed me how much creative was going to get behind Jey Uso. You know what I mean? Now, we understand, for you that didn't understand why Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble because they already had planned and scripted John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber. So now you need a Royal Rumble winner. When you look at the field of contestants in the Royal Rumble, it wouldn't have been fair to have any one of them go over the next. So that's where Jey Uso came in to be the fan favorite. Jey Uso came in to be the number one choice, number one draft pick. We told y'all the Royal Rumble is for that hot baby face. We don't have a newcomer coming into the company. It wouldn't have been right to just give it to Penta. Penta is not, he's new and he just came in and he's a face, but he's not main event level. Normally, the Royal Rumble is dedicated to the main event level, new entry, good guy that comes into the company. All right? We didn't have that this year, but it still goes to the good guy. Now, King of the Ring is normally a heel. All right? Those other themed pay-per-views are normally for the heels, guys. But Royal Rumble is exclusively for good guys, unless there is a few exceptions to the Royal Rumble, unless it's a dominant heel. Now, if it's a dominant heel, then you can jot him in because we have had Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble at the dominant heel position. But that's an anomaly. Like, let's not go reaching for the very few. Right, guys? So understand that's why Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Now hindsight being 2020. And after he won the Royal Rumble, nothing else he did ever mattered. Now, we can chalk maybe they were gonna get behind him, and then he did that little dive, the botch dive, but that wouldn't make sense because it's too close in the writing. Before the botch dive, they were floundering with Jey Uso and this Gunther story, right? Understand, guys, the last time we was in Las Vegas, Nevada, we was in the parking lot for WrestleMania. And that was the first WrestleMania where the Royal Rumble winner was the main event for WrestleMania. So now WWE They could take their technicalities, and if you notice, recently this year they've been technical. They've been trying to win on a technicality. You could play with Mandy Rose and that technicality, talking about she ain't have two belts at one time. I get it, technical, yeah, it's cool. Play with somebody else's intelligence, but the main event winner, whoever wins the Royal Rumble is granted the main event. Now, because you're overbooked and because you have too many characters now, and because this got Vince McMahon written all over it, guys. I want y'all to understand. Whenever you put big name stars together to make a match with no real story, that is everything that Vince McMahon do. Now, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that this put together, mashed up 10 years in the making story is something that they had planned and that creative can get behind over the Gunther versus Jey Uso story. You're not gonna sell me on that. I get it. Now I love Roman, I love Seth, and I love CM Punk, and I would love to see them in a match. Yes. That's the intrigue to that. But that's Vince McMahon booking, right? When you take big stars, you put them in a match with no story. So we got to be careful here what we wish for. It is not fair to Jey Uso that because we couldn't book him right, that he loses his main event spot, guys. We were just 2 months ago, we were all excited for the Yeet-A-Mania. For the Yeet-A-Mania. You know why Kofi Mania worked? You know why Yesu Mania worked? Because they were the focal point. You didn't have all these other stories overshining those guys' storyline. Granted. And we had Vince at the time, guys. So now it's just showing a real vulnerability in Triple H's booking. Triple H, he need help. Clearly, Triple H don't have a great writing team as he put on. I heard WWE are looking to hire writers. That may be a reflection of the way these stories are being built. Not only is it the men's Royal Rumble, guys, you can look over at the women's Royal Rumble. That's not a main event match. Don't nobody care about this match. In fact, I'm predicting that this is going to be the worst match. This going to be the worst match on the show. And since when did we just remix tradition? The Royal Rumble winner main events the show. They did an excellent job at the Elimination Chamber winner. We got John Cena in the main event, and you might as well say that Bianca and Io and Rhea gonna be in the main event slot for the women's. That right there was not, that's false advertisement on the low. You know how many people bought a ticket to WrestleMania because the main event, because you marketed 2 months ago, main event Jey Uso in the main event, and now you just like if we didn't see, and WWE have they do that. Like, you can't erase what we see. You can't go around with the Men in Black wand and flash us and tell us look here and then expect us to not see what we saw. We saw it, guys. And let me show you the real reason why Jey Uso lost his spot at his main event spot, guys. And it started even before CM Punk and even before CM Punk stole his main event spot. John Cena's heel turn weakened any push, any chance that we cared about Gunther's story, Jey Uso's story, any chance. And it all comes down to merch, guys. It all comes down to merch. WWE is not going to push Yeet. Not when Yeet is floundering at the fourth spot. And this is day to day. Day to day, guys. Like, day to day. And we know why John Cena is fifth right now, because he refused to put out any merchandise. He got the go away memorabilia, which is still selling. It's selling enough to have him fifth. Now, if he was to put a heel persona out, or if he was to go full blown heel and change everything and throw a heel t-shirt out, guarantee you he would shoot to probably number 3, guys. But Cody Rhodes is number one, followed by Roman Reigns. Then you got Rhea Ripley. Then you have the Yeet Man, guys. So WWE follows the money. If you did not know, WWE gonna follow they're gonna follow the money. The money is gonna be in the main events. Now I mean, Jey Uso was hype. People were talking like your Meltzers and you telling us how much merch he was selling, but he really wasn't selling that amount of merch. He had a spike after the Royal Rumble. Yes, they saw a spike, but going into the Royal Rumble, he wasn't selling. Yeet was not selling, guys. And also, while we here, this is why we were able to turn John Cena heel. You see that? Because John Cena no longer is the top merchandise seller. I don't think we're going to turn Cody Hill. In fact, I know we're not going to turn Cody Hill until Roman supersedes him or until we get CM Punk on this list selling merchandise. You know what I mean? He's top 10, but they move on top fives, guys. All right? So now let me see. Let me check the chat, see what you guys got to say. What's going on, Red Carpet Ring? Salute. PR Connections. What's going on? And CeeLo, what's up? DJ, I see y'all, man. So let's get into Jey Uso, man. Let's go back to when things was all good and all dandy. And let's see Jey Uso's Royal Rumble win, guys. Because man, that was the good old days. Now it seems like the good old days, right? How far have he fallen?
Let's go. Oh. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final two. Oh, John almost had it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Both these superstars battling back. Yeah. Here we go. They're going back and forth. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Man, and that was it. That was the good old days for Jay. That seems so long ago. We got my guy, Red Carpet Ring, my tag team partner, IWC Tag Team Champions. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Turnbuckle King in the building. What's going on? Figure 4 TV, Goodbread Wrestling. What's going on to you guys in the chat? Yeah, Jey Uso. I believe that while him winning the Royal Rumble was the biggest achievement of his career, it also was a downside because a lot of people, as most of us know, if we follow wrestling, it was not so much happy for him winning the Royal Rumble, and I think that's when we start to see the beginning of Jey Uso going down, even before the whole John Cena and CM Punk, elevating on in the WrestleMania card.
Excellent point, T. But you don't miss nothing because you right. When Triple H and WWE saw those dislike buttons, that what social media is, the social media opinion is very influential when it comes to these creative teams in WWE. How social media react to things plays high in their mind. And then you're right, TBK. When they saw that, that's when they soured. Even it must be because even the Charlotte feud, Nobody cares about it. Nobody cares,
No,
and WWE
no.
creative is treating it like they've like if they know nobody cares.
Yeah, I've never seen the last time I seen two Royal Rumble winners get this much negativity was back in 2022 when Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey won the men's and women's Royal Rumble. And even then it wasn't to this magnitude of so much dislike where neither one of them was in the main event because even though Ronda and Brock was, hated, Brock still main event of WrestleMania, which we know was WrestleMania 38 champion versus champion, where Roman unified both the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. But now Jey Uso, another thing that's downside with him is the title that he's fighting for. You're not fighting for the WWE title, Jay. You're fighting for the less secondary title nobody cares about as much was the World Heavyweight Championship. So that's another downside to him winning the Rumble too.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. CM Punk got to be a thorn in his side because, like I tell you guys over here, right? You watch the house circuit. Watch the house circuit. Watch house shows, guys, if you can, because the house shows will tell you what you're gonna get on your screen, on your TV. Now, they've been marching with this CM Punk versus Gunther. I done seen pictures up and down social media with CM Punk holding on to that World's Heavyweight Championship. We know that is the Monday Night Raw title. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Could that be foreshadowing something? Cause
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, I definitely see that. I definitely see that because I mean, CM Punk, we want to see him main event WrestleMania, and that might be the favorite that he's asked for with Paul Heyman. He wants to be champion again. Let's call it what it is. The man wants to be champ again. He has been champ in years in WWE, so that's what they want. Um, and he's going to sell as champion. Jay, he's not going to move. He's not going to draw any money like CM Punk does. Let's be honest.
yeah, if we being honest, the what we talked about turning Jey Uso heel, that'll be in his best interest. That'll be in his best interest. He have no more as a face opponents. He done fought and lost to everybody already. So we will have to send him through the Naomi the overhaul. We gonna have to make him heel or get him right back into his tag team. And it sucks because I think that's why they get Jimmy. That's why they paired them with Jimmy now. They getting them right back tag team ready. They getting them tag team ready. Why would his first feud be A-Town Down, which is a tag team?
Not even the most popular tag team either. Like the lesser of all tag teams. Let's be honest.
Right. These
So
guys was just down in NXT losing a handicap match to the NXT World Champion. Granted, we ain't expect them to lose. I mean to win, but those is main. Like, come on, creative. You're right. And those are main roster guys losing to NXT guys, and then you put those same guys in there with the number one contender for your main roster's heavyweight championship. It got to make it make sense. And it just shows you it shows you the weakness in the Triple H's booking. Triple H ain't as great as everybody put on.
and I said that too. I said at the end of last year, 2025, especially with this WrestleMania, his booking creative is going to be tested because we couldn't really say none the first year, 2023, his first full year. That was your first year. The following year, that was it was, you got the Cody and Roman thing. You really anybody could have booked that, and of course, move units, and it was the 40th year event of WrestleMania. But this year, you really have nothing, no excuse. Like everything's getting tested. I mean, one thing I don't like about Triple H, his booking, he focuses too much to social media, and whatever social media predicts or expects, he reverses it, similar to Vince McMahon, and it kind of makes the story kind of go left.
Absolutely. So now, how do you see them marketing main event Jey Uso after he's not a main event? Like they gotta re-t-shirt him now, because clearly he is not main event Jey Uso.
The way Jey Uso will work, the best way to do that, if you put this belt on this man, he's not going to draw. Yeah, I think the best thing at this point, and then Jimmy, seems like Jimmy's on his own solo run. So I don't even know how that's going to work either.
Yo,
Um,
we didn't even speak on that. How
yeah,
for a couple of weeks, half of a month, Jimmy overshined Jay, and he didn't even have all the accolades that Jay was given. But Jimmy, his mic skills, his actual in-ring performance, it put a magnifying glass on how weak Jey Uso really is. Like, I'm at the point where I could believe y'all, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it, I could believe he not even gonna win.
I
I
don't
could
think
believe Jey
he
Uso
might
not
not.
gonna win, and we're gonna get CM Punk versus Gunther, like how we're getting at the house shows. That was my whole purpose of bringing that up.
And the reason I agree with you, it's gonna be Royal Rumble all over again. All the dislikes. If they start for Royal Rumble, one of the biggest PLEs, I believe the second or third biggest PLE, the second biggest of all. Right after SummerSlam, you got of course WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. One of the big five or big four. If they had that for Royal Rumble, why would they risk that for WrestleMania, the big show of the year, to have him win? You know? And it shows that Jay is good enough to compete for the belt. He's good enough to chase it, but is he good enough to win it?
And see, that's the part that I disagree with, only because we put Jay there because we like who doesn't want to see an underdog succeed? But Jay was never the mold of a WWE heavyweight champion or main event Carter anyway. WWE like larger than life athletes, bro. They love them larger than life superstars. And Jay, come on, guys. Jay, we love him. He's not larger than life, man.
No, he's
He's just
not.
not. But with that said, guys, we're gonna pivot on over and we're gonna take a look at Charlotte. Oh, miserable, pitiful Royal Rumble win, and then we're gonna talk about that old horrible feud between her and Tiffany Stratton and how they could fix it, if they could fix it, and what they need to do. So give me a second. Let me pull up Charlotte, and we gonna proceed with the proceedings. For this, I would have gave it to Roxanne. I would have had the two new gunners come in there right there. I'd have had Tiffany versus Roxanne for all of that. What you think, Red Carpet?
Yeah, I always said that Charlotte didn't need this Rumble win. I get that she came back; she's a name, but it, anybody but her. I would have I wouldn't mind if Bianca won it. If you had to win the chamber, could have won the Rumble.
and that was Charlotte and her win at the Rumble, and it looks like it's all for nothing. Even though I could see Charlotte winning her match, I could see Charlotte winning her match because they need that title for that Jade Cargill versus Charlotte feud. They might even have a Jade with the title versus Bianca with the title, and we get title for title. But they doing something. They're gonna do something big. Definitely gonna do something big with them titles. And they're gonna definitely award Jay the title match soon because they have the hottest storyline on TV, and it ain't even for a title. Think about it, and CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman, they fitting to have the biggest match on the card, and that ain't for a title. So if the writers want to write a story, they can write a story. See, that's where the favoritism kick in at because wrestling is a scripted television show. So if the writers want you over, you will be over, especially if you got the slighter bit of fan participation. And that's why Yeet should be over. Yeet should be to the moon. What's your take, KD?
Yeah, yeah, it's just too many people on the roster. And the reason I say that because, like I said before, it's the same problem we see in NXT as well, but not like this bad. But it's just way too many people on the roster, and you're not gonna have a story for everybody. Now I can see Charlotte winning, and actually Tiffany going straight down the card. Not only lose the title, go straight down the card. Like, don't be surprised if Tiffany Stratton competes for the Women's United States title, and maybe you win that title. Don't be surprised because her rise was fast, but it was a little bit too quick to go against Charlotte Flair. Too premature. It was a premature feud, and it's a failure, the way I see it.
And this is becoming a pattern, guys, because I want y'all to understand. Last year was no different. Yeah, last year it was a clusterfuck, but it was for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. No, not the WWE. It was for the World Heavyweight title. That was a whole clusterfuck. You had you had the Machine who was behind Damian Priest. We all knew that Drew McIntyre deserved it, and then their spoiled princess, Seth Rollins, was the holder of the title. So that right there, guys, was a disaster. You know what I mean? And we seen how it played out. They made it play out the best way they could, but it still was cheesy. And Damian Priest ain't been the same since. And Drew Mack still running around here with the same old "you screwed me" storyline. Seth Rollins is now in a he's the loser out of the whole situation, right? And he's back in the main event at next year WrestleMania. So do you see where the favoritism and this creative team comes into play, and it start to have the effect on other characters who put in the work. So
Yeah,
when Triple H say, "Oh, you got to put in the work," that make me think about what Swerve say about how he's a bullshitter, and he be trying to bullshit people. Triple H, when you say put in the work, what do you mean by put in the work when y'all writing the stories for the people that's doing the work? You see, it don't make sense, and you got to make it make sense. Red carpet, talk to him.
yeah. Unfortunately, I find that crazy. And even CM Punk. Now, CM Punk didn't win the Royal Rumble. He got close. And then Seth Rollins screwed he screwed CM Punk at the Chamber by curse stopping before John Cena. He passed out to the STF, and CM Punk still got in the main event. That's why I said was so mad on SmackDown, but it's crazy. All that, and CM Punk still main evented. But yeah, yeah, the world title, it's a joke. The World Heavyweight Championship is a joke. I'm sorry. It is a secondary, lackluster mid title. It is. The only title I really like is the WWE title.
It's
I
true
mean,
though.
think about it.
It's fact.
Seth had the belt, very overrated title run. Anyone going on, it's the best title run. He defended that title reign was trash. The man was hurt halfway through. And then you had the whole Drew for 5 minutes. And like you said, Damian Priest had one of the worst runs. Excuse me. And then you had Gunther, right now, champ. He's doing solid. Probably one of the better champions, in my opinion, but it doesn't hold weight like the WWE title does. If it did, if you remember last year WrestleMania, the World Heavyweight Championship was in the opener. It wasn't even a no main event. Nothing.
Exactly.
And Roman buried the title calling it the loser bracket title last year. He said, then I
And
beat
don't
all these
forget The
people.
Rock. The Rock. The Rock killed that title. He buried it.
Yeah. It's buried just like the original World Heavyweight Championship was buried. And now I'm starting to believe, was that title really created? It was created because Roman, of course, unified both belts, like I said before. But now I know it's created for Triple H and Seth Rollins. You two were mainly behind this title being created. But it's a joke, though.
Right. And that title was created because they needed to put a title on their TV. Monday Night Raw and USA was tired of them prancing around with no title and Roman Reigns over on SmackDown with the main storyline with the SmackDown title and the Raw title. So that's what that was. But again, it just shows the creative writing blocks and stuff. So let's get on in and let's get ready to wrap this thing on up. Let's listen to the dagger that was put in Jey Uso's heart right here, guys. So let's go to the segment, yo. Very good segment. Very important segment. And I want you guys to peep for the clues, guys. Peep for the clues. Because this is not going to be the end. And we say all that, right? CM Punk didn't have to qualify. He didn't have to do none of that. And this is still not his favor. You mean creative is not gonna write this as his favor, so he still owed the favor. So y'all guys see we see where this is going. TBK, what you think his favor is?
It's either to get Paul Heyman back or find a way to or get a guaranteed title shot. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, what else could it be? I mean, you got the main event slot. It's either screw Roman, especially him after what he did at the cage match against Seth Rollins. And I would say to keep Roman out the title picture and keep himself in it, or just get Paul Heyman. One of the other two, something's gonna happen.
I'm absolutely lost. I have not a clue. I haven't sat down and give any thought on what it could be other than he wanted still Paul Heyman. You remember Paul Heyman said, can you remember Paul Heyman asked him for a favor a while back? And Paul Heyman's favor was, can you take me with you? So if that's not CM Punk favor for for Paul Heyman to come now, come with me, I don't know what is. But I was watching one of your shows, one of your reviews, and one of your joints. So we talk on the side. We talked about this, man.
Right, right.
Seth Rollins can be a can go off with Paul Heyman. I can see
Yeah,
Seth Rollins skating
yep.
off with Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
or I could see the Shield being reformed. I could see the Shield being reformed, 2.0 version, maybe add another person. But I could see the Shield being reformed and turn against Punk and Heyman at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? I could see some variations of the Shield coming back, guys. So that's just something to throw out there, guys. You know what I mean? Y'all take it as it is. Just my wrestling opinion. I don't work for WWE, so I don't know. And I don't know Dave Meltzer, so I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. But it'd be rather interesting because Paul Heyman made it his business to show us that he did not like Seth Rollins on this. And the way the camera angles got the shots, it was immaculate, guys. So let's pay attention. Let's watch this.
Chew bubble gum and sign a contract. I have come here and I'm correct. All out of bubble gum.
You need a highlighter? What are you doing? You thumbing? Where you? Clause 5. And through this thing, go to page 4. This is TV today, Junior. Let's go.
Classic Roman Reigns, man. This is classic tribal chief right here. Arrogant, brash.
Hey, but oh, wise man, please just. Smarten him up already, man.
I know what you're looking for. And it's in there. You're closing the show. At WrestleMania to live your dream of all. You get Punk. You are all dreams. CM Eventer. A WrestleMania mania.
Dream is another man's favorite. Check. See what I'm saying? One man's dream.
No, this is not something to laugh at. No. Deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
I love Seth right here. I love Seth and his character right here, man. He was fuming, yo. TBK, you want to add something to Seth and his character right here?
Yeah, because like I said earlier, he did everything to screw CM Punk out of it, and he still got in. And Seth is he has that hater character. That's how much he hates CM Punk. It's funny though.
No! Wipe those tears out of your eyes. You don't No! Main eventing WrestleMania is sacred. It means more to me than anything. More to me. It's the most important thing in the world to me. That you never main event WrestleMania than anything except the fact that this is your fault. He doesn't deserve it, and this is your fault.
Those was real tears right there, gang. Those was real tears. But I want you to know, CM Punk don't want it this way. CM Punk did not want this main event this way, guys. Remember, that's what I'm here to do, guys. I'm here to keep y'all up on WWE game. CM Punk ain't want this title, this main event this way, because CM Punk, in the back of his mind, he know this ain't the main event. And CM Punk, his character is not that give me anything character. That's why that favor, he took that favor back. Like, this ain't the favor. CM Punk don't want it like this, guys.
Thank you. London. Louisville, Kentucky, thank you to the fans. Thank you, London. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, WWE Universe, who stood by me. And thank you, as corny as it sounds, to the 10 long years. They enchanted my name for
No, London, no.
you.
No. There's only one person you should be thanking. You should be thanking your No. He shouldn't be thanking you. Because of me, you're in the main event. Tribal Chief. Oh, with a big thank you and an acknowledgement to your Tribal Chief. Go ahead. So please, take this moment. Let's close the show. Now, do it right. The right way.
my tribal chief. Thank you, the head of the table, the holder of the Ulafala. Thank you for allowing the big dog graced by your presence. Thank you, a kid from Chicago, to be in your ring, and thank you so much, Tribal Chief, for allowing me to stand in. Because of you, I will see you. Thank you, Roman Reigns, so very much. But WrestleMania, in the main event of wrestling. Thank you, favor that I'm owed.
And that was crazy right there. That was telling right there. He got down on the knee and he thanked Roman Reigns. Man, yo. Magical TV, yo. Great job. Certain storylines just have you hooked. Now, I mean, they got to spread the wealth. But TBK, we going to go on and wrap this thing on up. Anything you got to close out? Looks like main event Jey Uso is not main event material after all.
No, so I guess we could call him mid-card Jey Uso now. That's what it seems like it's coming to.
Absolutely. I mean, if he lose, it's over. And if he win, where do he go from there?
Nowhere. And when he win, it's still over. That's how I see it.
I mean, it got to be mid-carders chomping at the bit. Mid-carders that have been beating him all through the year, chomping at the bit that he do win so that they can get their opportunity to take the title off of him.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just this don't look good for Jey. Not main eventing. That's just not a good feeling at all, bro. It's not.
And would you say the winner out of the triple threat match, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, is number one contender for Gunther versus Jey or Cena versus Cody?
It could go either way. Seth or Punk will go for the world title. Roman, of course, going for WWE title.
All right, guys, and there you have it, guys. That's been it today. That's what we got for you today, guys. So until next time, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Only if you like wrestling content, guys. And TBK, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me at Red Carpet Ring, Toxic Ring Scandal, aka KDH, and my women's channel, Pink Square Circle.
Peace, guys. We out of here.
No yields. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold. He's in full-on attack mode now.